Here I am on a PC, and we are going to take a tour of Google File Stream today. So first thing I want to do to see if I'm connected to File Stream, I'm going to go up to this PC, which is basically Windows Explorer. And down here underneath the local disk, I should see what's Google File Stream, but I don't see it right here. So we have to make sure that we can locate it. Probably have to open it up. So if I go down to the window in the bottom corner, down here, tap on here, and I'm going to go to All Apps. So I want to open up Drive File Stream. So when I open this up, it's going to say it is running, and I'm going to go down here. If I click on it down here in the bottom, I'm going to click the little, it sort of looks like a recycling symbol, and then click Sign In. This I'm going to use my regular rtmsd.org email address and my password that I use to log into my email and the server. So now here's File Stream. You'll see it's going to take a couple seconds to load in as it's signing into Google. This is telling me all about what this file stream will do. I can click through the tour here and click Open Explorer. Now when I open Explorer, it refreshes my Windows Explorer, and here I see it right here. Now when I click on this PC, here's this PC, now I go down to Google File Stream and I see both My Drive and Team drives. My Drive is everything that I have saved into my Google Drive, and Team Drive is the teams that were created by the technology department. So if I go into a team, I can take a look and I have access to these folders. If I don't have access to something and I need something, I should contact the tech department to grant me access to a specific team. Opening a file is just the same as you would through the old G drive. I can click on a My Drive file, and I know I have a couple files in here. This is an Excel file. If I double click on this, it's going to open up Excel, and I can work on it right here. Now you'll see this is a G Sheet file, which means a Google spreadsheet. So if I double click on this, it's actually going to open up Chrome and take me to the Google Sheet. I'm going to log in with my RTMSD account, and it will take me to the Google Sheet. It's asking if I want to save my password. Of course, never. And so here's the Google Sheet. So I can open up any type of file and any type of Google Doc, slides, or sheets. So if I am in, let's say I want to make a new file and I want to save it to my drive. So let me go to start from Microsoft Word, and I'm going to make a new blank test document. So it'll be test document, and I'm going to go to File, Save As. Now before we would save it to the G drive, now we're going to save it to the Google Team Drive or My Drive. I'm going to click Browse, and here's Google Drive right over here, and I can pick whatever folder that I want to put it in. I'll put it in My Drive here, and I'll put it in this third grade folder. And there it is. Now we're going to talk about using Google Drive and My Drive and Team Drive from the Chrome web browser. All of this is done through Google File Stream, which is the application that's on your PC. So you use through Windows. But now I want to show you how my drive, if we look at all these folders here, how it's going to look like a little, pretty much the same thing through Chrome. So I'm going to close these Windows Explorer windows, and I'm going to open up Google Chrome. Double click on Chrome, and here's Google. If I don't go here, I can always make sure to go to Google, just Google in the top, and I can get to here because I do want to sign in. Now I can sign into the Google Chrome web browser up here, which that'll save my account on the browser. So I always like to do that. So this little figure right up here, click on this and I'm going to sign into Chrome. When I sign into Chrome using my rtmsd.org account, email, it will remember me and all my history and my bookmarks. And I'm going to click Link Data. Okay, got it. And so now I see my little image right here in the top right. And now I know I'm signed into all my Google. And then up here I can see all of my bookmarks that I've saved throughout my years working with Chrome. We're going to go to Google Drive. So the little array here, the little Rubik's Cube, I'm going to tap on this and click on Drive. And you may notice my drive, Team Drive, looks very similar to the Windows Explorer. You can see I have 000 3rd grade as my top folder here. And if I go to Windows and Google File Stream and My Drive, they're all the same folders. This is just a different way of going about it through Chrome. Now, Chrome is a good way to share folders and make it easy to give people access to files. So this is My Drive. If I click this little triangle next to My Drive, I do get access to all of the folders below here. So this is great if I have like a folder here that I want to copy into another folder. I can just click and drag it and put it into a folder like this. Clicking and dragging works in Google Drive. It makes things a lot easier. So everything in My Drive is files and information that I have put in here and controlled, and I have given the rights to share. If I click the little triangle and go to Team Drive, Team Drives are all set up by the technology department, and you are given access to different Team Drive folders by the tech department. So if you need access, you should contact them. These little triangles make it very easy. If I want to create a new document within Google Drive, I like to go into the folder that I'm working with. So I'm going to go into this top folder, and I'm going to click on New. And here I get to make new Google files. So the great thing about these Google files are they're shareable, and they're really versatile for use in many different areas. So you see Google Docs, Google Sheets, Google Slides. If I click more, there are several of the different apps you can get through Google. So I'm going to click a Google Doc, and it's notifying me it's being created in a shared folder. It's just giving you a little hint that this is shared, and you can tell it's shared because it has a little figure right here on the folder to give you. So I'm going to say, yeah, I want to create this in a shared folder, and here it is here. Now Google Docs are interesting. They save automatically. So if I want to change the name of this, I don't go to File, Save As. You won't find it there. What I do is I click right on the top, and right up here I can click right on there. It highlights automatically, and you call it a test document right up here. And now when I type, it saves automatically. So I can just close this out and know that it's saved. So it's in this folder here. If I go down to test document, here it is. And this is the one I just made. This is back in Google Drive. I want to show you just this little feature right here shows me, oh, this is that I'm in this folder, and this will take back to my drive here. So we call these breadcrumbs. So I can go into a folder here, and then it shows me the folders as they go along. I want to talk a little bit about sharing. If you want to share something with someone, you go to the share feature. Let's go to this test document. And if I want to share this with someone, I can go up here to the share button. And I can type people's names right into the field here. As I type in their name, I can see names come up. And I can add as many people that I like. This little check mark here will send them an email to notify them that I am sharing a document with them. If I click on Advanced, I can see all the people who have access to that and who and their type of share feature, like if they can edit or if they can just read only. If I wanted to say just have, well, let's let Casey be able to edit, but let's say Kim, let's give her rights to just read. I can change this right here and change it to can view and now send. And now in the advanced feature it says, okay, this is just a read only and Casey has the rights to edit. So you can see that in the share feature right here in advanced. I'm going to close the document now, and I want to share. If someone has shared something with you, you're going to find that in a very special place in Google Drive. You're going to find that in the Shared With Me section. This Shared With Me section, if something is shared with you, it'll automatically pop up here. So now I can go into here and get access to it. If somebody has shared something with me, and let's say I want to have access to it, I can open it up here. But the one thing that I really like to do is I want to be able to access this from my drive. So one thing that I do is I do a right click on it, or a 2-finger click, and I click Add to My Drive. Add to My Drive allows me to put it in my drive where I want it to go. So it says Add it to my drive. Now I can organize it. And this is 11 Social Studies US History. Let's put it in that 3rd grade folder. So I'm just going to click here. And let's go right into that one. And now I'm going to click Move here. Moving this item will make sure it's in a shared folder. That's okay. And now when I go back to my drive, and I go into that 3rd grade folder, here I can see it's accessible. So if I go to Shared With Me, I can add it to my drive so it's a little easier to navigate to every time I want to get there. So that's Shared With Me. The last thing I want to talk about is the search feature in Google Drive. This is really great. Up here at the top, you'll see this is the search feature. Now I can search for different types of documents. So if I just search for PDFs, this is going to give me all the PDFs that I have. If I'm looking for a file that's about, you know what, I forgot the name of it, but I know that it's about differentiation. What's cool is it will search not just the title of the files, but it'll search within the files to see all of the different things that are in there. So I don't have to just search for the name of the file, but also it searches within. One other great thing about searching your drive is this little triangle right here. And now it allows me to search for the type of document, the owner of the document. So if it was owned by me or if it's owned by anyone, a lot of people are not owned by me or shared by a specific person, they can find it. And so this allows you to really get down into the nitty-gritty details of, has words found in the file. So really cool features. I use this a lot. So this is Google Drive.